not want to let me in here?
Because look at you. They
trying to do a little something.
wanted to have you all to themselves, honey. They said, "Oh, hold on, Sharice over here looking good.
You looking cute too.
Honey.
Hey, everybody. I was like,
gotta share her.
Can I get in today? I'm like, good Lord, let me get a little tea here.
Yes, get you some tea, sis.
I need some tea.
I was just talking to all the viewers about when we worked on set with Harley on Cruel Summer, and the trivia question, which was, what was the name of Harley Quinn Smith's character on Cruel Summer? Nobody's answered yet.
It's answered?
It's okay.
Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta come with it, okay? Did you give them the choices? I
didn't give them choices. You want to give them choices?
Girl, do you know my paper just fell? Hold on, y'all.
Look at that beautiful setting. Oh my gosh, y'all. Sharice has the most beautiful home. She has the most beautiful home.
I got a few updates I want to do. Okay, here are choices, you guys. Okay. Telling on myself. The first choice, A, Marilyn Higgins. Our second choice is Mallory Henry. Y'all with us? Third choice is Marilyn Henry. And our fourth choice is Mallory Higgins.
Okay. So put a 1,
Y'all got
2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on which one you think it is.
Marilyn Higgins, Mallory Henry, Marilyn Henry, or Mallory Higgins. Which one is it? 1,
which
2,
one
3, or 4?
Y'all got a little time. I said, don't be going to Google. We got a 4 in the house. Any other
numbers? Be going to Google, you guys.
Listen, I don't blame them because, listen, if I didn't know, I'd be going to Google too. Okay, we got some 4s. We got some 4s. What y'all think? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Y'all, I made the balloons go up. Wait a minute. I am getting good at this. Oh, we got another 4.
You got another 4?
We got
so y'all think
4.
it's
Hi, Krista.
Y'all think it's Mallory?
Okay, you want to give them the answer, sis?
Okay, the answer is Mallory Higgins, you guys.
Number 4.
Number 4. Grandma, number 4. So Mallory Higgins, y'all.
Okay,
if
wait,
y'all
let me
watch the show.
Got the balloons again.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Go, Rachel.
Girl, I told you I'm a tech girly.
So Mallory did her thing, too.
Oh, my gosh. Her thing.
Yes, she did. So when Harley comes on, you guys, she was just amazing, first of all. We love us some Harley. She was, y'all know one of my favorite words is what? Amazing. Amazing. Yes, she is a queen. Harley is such a sweetheart, down to earth, just amazing.
And she's somebody that just stands. I mean, she stands for whatever it is she believes in, and it's just so refreshing to see somebody that doesn't play about themselves and doesn't allow anybody else to play about them either. And I just loved her character on set. I love her on and off set.
Yeah.
I mean, such a stand-up human being, such a beautiful person, and just her energy every day was like upbeat. Y'all, listen. This is Harley and I, one of our favorite things to do, y'all, was listen to City Girls in the trailer while we were getting ready. Now listen, hear me out. It was like our thing, you know. We would have to sometimes get in the mood for certain things, and so she wanted to listen to a little City Girls. We put on a little City Girls.
You know, well, I love that Harley was particular about her hair products too. She liked vegan products, so she was that girl.
Yes.
and she was very particular about her stuff, but she was so sweet, so kind. And Harley is a what? Cancer like me.
Ooh.
I was like, you
period.
go. Period.
And that made it so much easier for us to like build relationships with her on set. I mean, we're with, you know, talent and actors for several months, days at a time, sometimes 6, sometimes 7 days. We go through a lot of things together emotionally, spiritually, physically, and it brings us closer, which ties into our topic for today, which is about bonding, and you know, just bonding with each other on set.
Yeah.
And what that looks like and what that means to each other as actors, as Vanities. So, without further ado, we would love to bring our girl on.
Yes.
Let's bring on Harley.
She was so much fun, like, every day. And she was very passionate about the people that she cared about. Like, I remember it was a little situation that happened on set where somebody was kind of being like, nobody close to us, but somebody in background was being a little extra. Hey, Harley! I know you want to scream. So good to see you.
God. You guys, I was just listening to you guys talk, and I was like, gonna tear up. I was like, get me on there.
We love you.
Get me on there.
Look at you.
How much I love them. You both look so beautiful.
So do you.
So do you.
You
Thank you. Send us some hearts for Harley, you guys. We love us some Harley.
I miss you guys so much.
We miss you too, Harley.
And
oh my God.
You have been killing this fashion thing.
Yes. As
like,
per usual.
Girl.
Oh my God.
Girl, and it's so easy for you.
Oh my God.
You look so pretty, Harley.
You're too nice. You're too good to me. You are too
I mean, look at your haircut.
I was just about to say that her hair is so cute.
It's giving
bangs now.
It's giving memory. It's giving.
Yes.
I want you know that I like the bangs. You know I was like, I kind of want these. Can I keep this?
You look
I did it.
so good.
They're tiny now.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
we're so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you guys.
We miss,
oh my God.
Miss you so much. We got to go out to LA and see Harley.
Please, anytime you want, as long as you're not allergic to cats, you can stay with me.
Look, we got to meet Sharice outside. Cause
we got to go someplace else.
She's allergic.
Yeah. I'm highly allergic. And petrified.
You might see some cats pass through in the back.
Yeah, we got to go to the restaurant.
Yeah, we'll go to
Harley invited me over to visit when I lived in LA a couple times, and there are cats, and there are animals. There are wonderful animals that are all taken care of, and
they are
it's just
here.
Such a beautiful place to be.
Thank you. They are here. A rabbit, 4 cats.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Just a loving person. She loves everything and everybody.
Yeah.
Just a sweetheart.
I love you guys.
I miss you, Harley.
I miss you so much. Just hearing you guys talk, I was like, Tim, I miss being around you guys so much.
I know the energy is just you can't make it up.
You can't. Listen to the city girl. Yeah. Getting ready for the day. Oh my God.
You gotta get ready for the day with some city girls.
I don't know how else you're gonna be ready for the day. To be honest.
Oh my gosh. So what have you been up to? What can you tell?
Well, I have like switched gears a little bit, and for like the past, I don't know how many months, I've been working on music again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
We can't wait to hear some of your stuff.
Thank you. I can't wait. I hope soon. I think we're gonna get in and record in like the next month or two. So I'm really excited.
Well, we definitely want to post some things too. So you know what? I got to jump in and say something. If you guys aren't following us, make sure you follow our Vanities Live.
Yes.
Please follow us right now, everybody. Make sure you hit that follow button. We just started our Vanities Live page up, and please support us because we're going to be bringing so many amazing guests like our Harley on.
Harley.
Yeah. So follow us because we're going to be bringing some fire to the table.
I'm so
Harley,
happy for you guys, and I love that you're doing this together. I just what a absolutely iconic pair.
So let me tell you what we wanted to do, Harley.
Yes.
We wanted to show the industry about amazing people like you and some of the people behind the scenes that they never get an opportunity to see, and share what we do and give everybody their flowers. We have people in hair and makeup. We have so many people who work so hard behind the scenes, and we wanted to connect everybody in our world with your world and tell the world about what we do and how everything happens.
Yeah.
And so this is our way to pay homage to the people in the industry. So
yes, beautiful.
All the behind the scenes superheroes. I think one thing that a lot of people didn't realize was when the strike happened, that it didn't just affect the actors and writers, that there was a whole slew of people behind the scenes that were out of jobs and things like that as well. And that kind of grew within Sharice and I, because it was like, you know what? A lot of people just don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people just don't know what goes on behind the scenes. And, we can give them a little quick one too.
Yeah.
Like actors are the ones that like you are at the forefront that you see, but there's literally nothing without everybody.
Yeah.
So there is nothing without every single person working so hard.
Harley, can you kind of elaborate and kind of tell our viewers your some things that happen as you connect with hair and makeup? Like, what are some of the rituals that you do when you decide to take on a character? How's that connection for you with hair and makeup?
I think it's a huge part of it. It's how you are collaborating with the other artists of the show to decide who your character is, what you're gonna look like, and how the audience is gonna see you. It plays a huge part, especially in Cruel Summer and all the different time periods, and each time period meaning something so different, and like the getting into whatever year that is, 94, the middle year with like the purple streaks and stuff, and then in 95 with the bangs, like every different year in that show and every different look that you all came up with, like solidified how we all got into character, how we saw ourselves for those years, how we differentiated between those years. Like it was everything. It was a huge part. Yeah. A huge part of the show was how we were going to look different every year, how we were going to show our growth as characters every year. And a gigantic part of that was the way that we were looking.
Yeah.
So that was like, that definitely in my career thus far was like the biggest, that like the looks for Cruel Summer really meant a lot to me figuring out who my character, who Mallory was and who she was every year and how she developed. So it was a huge part of it for the audience, for me, for everybody that was a part of it, I think. And that is because you guys killed it.
Thank you.
I think we did a great collective job. I mean, and that just goes, along with like the whole bonding thing, because I do feel like, you know, we're there for such a long time, and we really, sometimes it's trauma bonding. Sometimes we go through a lot of things on set together that just like bring us all together to where, like, even once the, you know, movie or the TV show is over with, we're still road dogs. Like,
Yes.
no, this person was there with me when I was going through some of the worst things in my life for 6 months. And so let's talk about, if you don't mind, like what that bond between actor and hair and makeup means, as far as not only the character, but just kind of like in your personal life as well.
Oh my God. I mean, like, it's, y'all provide like the safe space that we start our days with. Like, however we enter the workspace that day, like it starts off, whether we're ecstatic and so stoked for the day, whether we're crushed and like trying to figure out how we're gonna get like ourselves out of a rut or like a dark place or something, whatever's going on, like I'm pretty sure actors across the board could all agree that everything truly comes out when you are in a hair and makeup trailer. It is like therapy. It is where everything, all cards laid out on the table. This is what's going on. And like, if I show up crying, you're gonna notice, because my eyes are puffy as hell. Like, if I'm so excited, you're gonna know, because I can't stop smiling, and you can't like get me to settle down. Like, it's everything it's a very like honest and genuine space, and it really does feel like such a safe space, especially the one that you guys curated. It just, to start the day off surrounded by people who hype you up and who make you feel safe and ready to take on the rest of the day. And hopefully, like, we could do the same for you and just kind of all hype each other up, because we're all there for a long ass day.
Long day.
Because we are there for hours. And we all like feed off of each other. So if one of us is down, like, we will all will come together and be there for each other. And or if we're celebrating, we'll all celebrate with each other. And you created such a perfect safe space for those 6 months, and those 6 months were long and COVID.
Yes.
So it was
long and
long and really COVID. So it was to have that space every morning, and at the end of the day too, and all throughout the day. But especially when you're starting your day off, like that really means the world. Because if you're going into the day stressed and like there's chaos around you, and if you're already not feeling so stable yourself, and there's like an environment of chaos or stress or anxiety, like that doesn't really make for an excellent following 13 hours or whatever. So
yes.
So, but when you're hanging out, when you're playing City Girls, and when you're all love and good times, it makes for a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Harley, when you are playing a very serious, let's say you come in the trailer and you know you have a serious role to play that day, do you like to be talked to? What do you like to do when you know today I have a very serious part? What do you like to happen in the trailer that day?
That's a really good question. For me, I'm sure you guys witnessed some times where I would, like, I remember quite a few times being being on set and like finding an empty room and being like, hey, I'm gonna be in this room. I'll tell like you guys in a PA, and I'm gonna be in this room, and I'm gonna go hide in a corner and try to get myself in the right place. Because I kind of need that. I definitely need that on set. Like I need to prepare myself and have some time to like get into it, especially because there's just so many different moving parts of the set, like so many people doing their jobs, which all like you all bring it together, but I don't want to get in the way of other people's jobs when I'm like working myself up in a corner. And I don't know if anybody needs to see me work myself up in a corner either. So I on set, I definitely like to have that time by myself in the beginning of the day, in the morning, in the makeup and hair trailer. I'm probably in a bit more of like I'm focused. Like maybe I'm not too talkative or singing along the City Girls, but I'm just more trying to focus and get my thoughts in place. And then I go more into a deeper preparation when I can hide in a room alone.
What is that?
Oh, sorry. My vehicle's telling me it's going to shut off in a second. Sorry.
Do it. Do you?
I'm still trying to figure out how to work this thing out. But yeah, those moments are super important. And that's something that we as hair and makeup, yes, it is a Ford. That's something that us as hair and makeup artists have to pay attention to. We can't always just, sometimes like us being in the salon, we want people to feel good and we want people to have a good time and enjoy themselves around us. And that's not always the situation.
Right.
There can be times where the talent comes in the trailer and you can tell like they are having a morning and they need to be left alone. Let me turn the City Girls off. Maybe you don't want any music.
Right.
Maybe you want to hear some lo-fi. Maybe you want to hear some heavy metal. It's your world.
Right.
We learn in the trailer to make it the world for the talent, for what it is that they're about to do. And which is why it's so important about reading the script and knowing what's happening that day, reading the call sheet, reading the size, knowing what's happening that day, because it might be a really heavy day. And a lot of actors, they may start that, getting into that zone before they even get to set. And so by the time they come to set, they're already in that zone trying to find where they need to be for the rest of the day. And then we come in kikiing and kakaing and messing it all up for them.
Right.
That's not... Even though your heart is in the right place, it's not time for kiki kaka.
Right.
No,
so that's something that it's not time.
No, because it could be, like you said, a very emotional scene where they need to cry and they need to build up for that moment. And you're over here laughing, and it's like, wait a minute, she needs to get into her zone. Yeah. And we have to be very conscious of that. So you're right, Rachel. Reading the call sheet is going to be very important so you can be in tune with your actor.
Yes.
I have another question, Harley. How do you deal with a hair or makeup person who you guys are not on the same page? Ooh.
There's one of my cats. That's
Carl. Hey, Carl.
I mean, I think no matter what, like across the board, whether you're trying to get into a certain place for heavier material or not, like everybody's obviously always gotta lead with respect, and like even if you're not on the same page, like. And as much as it's maybe, and I think that's beautiful that like you guys want to curate the space to for the actors, but it's everybody's space. Like it's everybody's workplace. We're all there doing the same thing for the same product. So it's like if you're not on the same page with somebody, and that happens all the time, like there are people that you work with and you're not going to be on the same page, but you're there doing the same job, you're there working on the same product. So like you're going to have to move past it and lead with respect. There have been times, perhaps you could recall, there's always going to be some people that you're not on the same page with. But you always have to lead with respect, and just remember, like we all want the same thing. We want this product and this project to be a success. We want it to be the best it could possibly be. So just gotta keep that in mind, and keep it calm. Keep
moving.
You keep moving. Be kind, calm, and collected, and you're good.
And remember that it's only a limited time. It's a small amount of, it seems long, but it's really a short amount of time that you're here, and you just have to make the best of it.
Yeah, definitely. And like we are all sharing this space together. Like you want to make it the best it could be for everybody, because you are all there for, depending on the project, months and months. So you gotta make it work. There's really no choice.
What is one of your favorite moments in the hair and makeup trailer, if you can think of one? I know you have thousands.
Absolutely thousands. I mean, there were just so many. There were like truly some of my favorite moments from that whole experience were just like hanging out with you guys, singing, laughing, talking, getting my hair dyed and hanging out for hours, like just being there for each other, like through the lows, being there for each other during the highs, and celebrating like the milestones, the rap, the everything, like the holidays. We were there for the holidays.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Well, we were there. Like all of it. There were so many beautiful.
What about the
times
and pranks that we were all together?
All the pranks, the clothespin prank.
Oh my god!
All of it. There was so much. There was so much.
You know,
beautiful.
That's one thing I've really enjoyed about Cruel Summer. You know, we did our jobs, but baby, we had a good time.
We did.
Okay. We did.
Listen, if we were gonna have to be in masks, face shields, gloves, we gonna have a good time.
We did.
Okay.
We had all.
You got us up in here like an evil witch doctor, but we gonna have a good time.
And maybe I wasn't supposed to be in that trailer sometimes when I was, but I was.
You were there a lot, Harley. We had fun.
Catch me in that trailer. If you were looking for me, you could catch me in the hair and makeup trailer.
Just chilling, just hanging out.
They're still doing my hair. I'm not done.
But that's a good sign, though.
I know, I'm like wrapped. I'm like, no. There's time just here. It was a wonderful time, and it made the experience.
Yeah,
but that's a good sign, though. That we've made that a comfortable space for you guys, which is really a compliment, and that's what you want to do for other hair on. So this is a space that is comfortable for your actors, because it's bigger than us, and you want to make it a safe space where whatever information that is shared stays in that trailer. That's one of the first things. That's very, very important.
Absolutely.
Some deep conversations were had. Absolutely. And it always, I always felt safe to open up, and be honest about what was going on, which was not always happy or pleasant.
Yeah. And we got that opportunity to open up with you guys too. I mean, we were able to just like, you know, okay, well, since we're being real, this is going on, and we were just able to have those kind of hard conversations that, I mean, we're here with each other for 60 hours a week. Yeah. Who else are we talking to? Nobody's awake when we're awake. Like, no, everyone's asleep by the time we get off. We have each other. And so that's who we had. So I think not only did you know, the crew make it a safe place for the cast, but the cast made it a safe place for the crew as well. Also thinking about being literally in the middle of a pandemic at that time where so many people were going through so many like mental and physical things where it was scary. It was literally scary. If somebody got COVID, it was like, oh my God, yes. Like, what is going to happen?
Oh my God.
It was such a scary thing. And we were all able to just be there for each other. And I think that was really important. Like, and really, y'all, we went through it. Yeah. Like, 2 shutdowns. It was crazy, but just us all having each other's back in that time and, you know, trying to stay in a circle. Yeah. It was huge.
I'm not going to say it was rough, but it was a little rough sometimes. Yeah. It was
scary. It was kind of scary. Kind of scary. It was literally. But we made it through.
We made it through. And I think that the final product was great, and like
absolutely oh my God,
culmination of everybody's hard work and determination during a trying time.
Yeah.
And we did it.
We did it, baby.
And we
Sharice, you were gonna ask her what were some of her favorite products?
What are some of your favorite products that you like to use?
My memory does not maybe go back that far.
Or even now.
Because I'm like, oh, my memory cannot work that far back.
I remember you loved vegan products.
Well, yes, all the products I use in my life and when I work are cruelty-free and preferably vegan, but always cruelty-free. That's super important to me. That's something like I enter every job with is like, hey, this is my lifestyle. I would really appreciate if we could work and collaborate around this. The cruelty-freeness of it all. Yeah. So yeah, and I'm always so appreciative of. I was so appreciative of you both and everyone that I work with, always being willing to have that for me, because it's very important to me. And you're in this look for 5 days, 12 hours a day. So you want to feel like the most comfortable that you can be also. And like to know that like I don't have to put my morals or my ethics aside to be able to do my job. And that could be a collaboration, and I could still carry my values into my work. Really like means a lot. So
I'm glad you brought that up, Harley, because we have some people on, and we have a lot of me and Rachel. We both have mentee groups, and so we want to address that to all of our mentees and people who are on the live who don't know. Oftentimes, we reach out to the actors and we ask them, do they have any requests for particular products? Because we want to make sure that they are comfortable with the products that we use. And I make sure that I ask and I always keep vegan products or cruelty products on set for actors to make sure that they're comfortable and we have products that they're comfortable with. And so I'm glad you mentioned that, Harley, because that is very important. And we want to make sure that we have things that keep you comfortable and products that you're accustomed to. So I'm glad you brought that up.
It really, really means a lot, and I really appreciate it. It truly, it just makes me feel so much more at ease.
Yeah.
So thank you. Here's another.
That's part of our job is to make sure that you're comfortable when you walk in that trailer. And if we can make you feel comfortable, I personally believe that it shows up on camera as well. Because if you're not comfortable in the trailer, when you walk on set, that tension kind of transfers.
Yeah.
So our job starts before you get to that set.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have come to the portion in our live where we will take some viewer questions. I am going to ask that y'all be respectful. Don't come for my girl, because I will come for you. I don't play
Don't come for my girls, because I will come for you.
We don't play about this one, okay? So,
and if you are not following us, make sure you follow us right now, you guys. I've said it earlier, but some people may not be. Make sure you follow us.
Yay! So we're going to take some questions, and, all I'm going to say is, and Harley, you can finish this. In the questions, just make sure you act up or you can get
mashed up. Of course.
I'm going to sip some tea on that one.
Of course.
Oh my gosh. Okay, ask your questions. We are ready for questions. If y'all have any questions for Harley, any questions for Sharice and I, please feel free to ask away while we still have a little bit of time left on our live. In the meantime, I know you said that you are working on some things with your music. Where can everybody find your music?
Well, I am working on a new project in an unannounced group at the moment. I have started a new musical endeavor. So right now there is nothing, nowhere.
Okay.
But I will say, in the next following months, you are gonna see stuff. So just make sure to check in on my Instagram. And there I hope to be sharing stuff by April, I would say. March or April.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so we do have some questions here. So let's see. This one from Brushed. What qualities do you think a great makeup artist possesses?
Nice question.
That's a good question. Should I answer it?
Yes.
Yeah. From your point of view.
I mean, I think I feel like the artists that I connect with the most and love the most, like you both, are just like people who are my friends, like people who are there, willing to connect with, like, to be their honest, open selves, like genuine, and just be down to talk and like get to know each other, not to be like closed off, because well, for one, the physical closeness is like you're right here. So there's that. So there's that aspect. But then you're also spending all this time together. So I think just somebody who's open and ready and willing to connect and get you're both willing to get to know each other and like be friendly. I think being friendly is like the most important quality. And then of course, like someone who's open to collaborating and listening, I think are really wonderful attributes as well. But like I just feel like first and foremost, just being willing to connect with the person that you're working with. I think like across the board for all jobs like in this industry, you're all collaborating on the same project, on the same final product. So you should all treat each other with an equal level of respect and kindness, and be like ready and willing to connect with everybody and like make new friends and get to know each other.
Period. Okay. Next question. Next question. What's the time frame for styling hair? You want to take this one, Sharice, or you want me to?
Well, that will depend on when you need to get the set, what type of hairstyle it is. Gosh, that can range. So, I mean, it could be 10 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but it's never a long period of time when you're working on set. You're not going to have an hour or 2 hours working on any set because you have the show must go on. So
unless you have already spoken with your second AD and you're like, hey, we need 2 hours for this look. If it's like a special effects thing, or if it's something that may take like that crazy amount of time, that has to be discussed ahead of time.
Ahead of time,
and,
for sure.
Yeah, it just depends on what it is. So that's kind of that question.
That's
has
a hard
lot of
question.
Different answers.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll be like, okay, 10 minutes. And like, sometimes they'll be like, 2 minutes.
Yes. And you're knocking on the trailer door. You got 2 minutes. Is he ready yet? Is she ready yet?
Yeah.
You are nailed to the cross for that one. They're coming back for sure.
And you guys are like,
so you can't tell them 10 minutes and you mean
getting there
20 minutes. When you say 10 minutes, you better be able to do it in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So when they ask you how much time you need, you better be on point about the time you need.
Yeah.
And I always give myself a little extra time so that I'm done earlier than that time, and that just makes them love you even more, baby. I mean,
keep them on your good side.
Keep them on your good side. If you say you need 30 minutes and you take 20, the day has already been made great. Okay.
Oh, true. You are off to a good start.
We are off to
under promise and over deliver.
Yes, absolutely. I love that, Sharice. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions? There's a few questions on here that I am not gonna ask. Because I told y'all about coming.
Don't do it.
But I did see a question in here that says, how long have you ever spent in a makeup chair, Harley? From Crazy Wolfie 1. Hey, Crazy Wolfie.
Oh, hey, that's my friend. I mean, like, the longest I sit in a chair is to get my hair dyed once a month to be blonde. That's a lot of time. That's honestly like 6 hours, like every 6 weeks, and that's crazy.
We actually did that in the trailer.
I remember.
And we did, and we really did. But you were like moving like at the speed of light. You were
Rachel's fast.
You were doing it. I thought you were.
I was like, wait, we gotta do this before we wrap.
We have a few minutes. and you did it.
Listen, and it was a collaborative thing between Harley's stylist and her stylist on set. I mean, her stylist and I think, what was her name? Madison, or what's her name? I can't remember. But she and I were texting each other to figure out Harley's formula, the products that she used on her. Like, I want it to be exactly whatever is already being used on you. We're gonna go get that, and we're gonna get your color done. Because one thing about it, y'all, we were on this show for like 6 months. Well, hair grows, and roots come out, and you have to keep the continuity. So sometimes we have to do stuff like that in the trailers. We got to do color touch-ups and root touch-ups and things like that. we have to do them. So it was one of those days, and
it's got to be done. It has got to be done. It's
and
been like 3 months. My roots are like here. They were like here when we started. I'm like, it's got to be done.
Yes, gotta get it done, my boy. Got to.
If the other people are like, I think it's fine, and we're like,
no. We were trying to see it through.
Yeah, we're like, no. Yeah.
So let's
the question.
See, we have another question from Susie Q. Have you had any experience with special effects? Special effects, I'm assuming special effects makeup.
I did a short film once where I like had a knife slash me in the face. So I think my nose was cut open like across the face from a machete.
Wow.
I think that was maybe my only time with special effects. But they're so cool. I mean, sometimes they seem like terrifying when they take like 8 hours to put on and seem really like claustrophobic and scary. But they are always beautiful.
Yeah.
They're always so impressive. I am kind of scared of like the more intense ones being on your face for like hours every day. Yeah, I'm kind of scared.
I mean, Harley, you have such an iconic look, though. Like, I mean, if I were casting you, I wouldn't want to change a thing about you. I'm like, no, I want. That's what I want. You know, you have such an iconic look. I mean, I'm not just saying that because you're my girl. I'm just saying that because it's true. It's true. I mean, don't y'all agree?
Yeah.
You remember the clothes? Harley was like, I love these clothes.
Oh my God.
They fit her so well. She was like, I wear this stuff all the time.
I was trying to
and they look so good.
No.
Y'all.
Wow.
The way Harley was serving.
I'm like, are those your regular clothes or is this
okay,
costume?
but the way you both serve every single day of your lives, awesome.
Girl, not today. But
you both look absolutely stunning, and it's just wonderful to see your beautiful faces again.
We love you so much, Harley.
We do. We love you. It's so good to see you, and I'm so happy you're doing well. And you'll have to tell Austin hi for us.
Yes, tell Austin hi.
Yes.
Hi,
oh my God.
Austin, if you're here.
Oh my God.
We miss you.
He's not home, but when he gets home, I'm gonna be like, guess who?
I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we love you so much, and we are so grateful that you were able to come and do this with us.
Yes, thank you so much, Harley.
We got to do this in person and just like hang out and come see you. I'm telling you, the next movie or TV show Sharice and I do in LA, we are pulling up.
Yes, for sure. We gotta have lunch.
If you don't, highly insult. Please.
Yeah.
Where are you guys both now?
Well, today
in Texas.
Yeah, we're in Texas right now.
We're in Texas. I've been a little bit all over the place kind of lately, just like doing the most. Yeah. As you can see, I'm in my first home.
Love.
But I mean, things are going well.
Things are picking up.
Ready for him to be rocking and rolling. Yeah, picking up. Yeah.
Well, God willing, we get to pair together again.
That would be awesome.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that would be
I'm praying for that.
Awesome.
Oh my God, that please 2024. Please.
Yes. We're gonna speak it into existence.
Yes, 2024. Please.
Please.
It's gonna be a great year for us this year.
Yes. 2024 is gonna be an amazing year for both of you lovely
and you
ladies.
Thank
as well.
You.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Thank you. For us all.
So happy to have you, Harley. You started our year off. You know that, right?
Yes.
You kicked the year off for us.
my God, I'm honored.
It's giving strong start. It's giving strong start.
Oh my God.
We hope all of you viewers will continue to follow us. So please make sure you guys follow us. So we are so grateful to have you guys.
Follow our
girl.
And
follow Harley. She is amazing.
Not only is she an incredible actress, she is an amazing activist. She is, when I say she stands on business, she stands, she stomps on business. You hear me? She is that person, okay?
I do stomp.
And she's just a sweetheart, period. I remember when you got flowers for my birthday, I was so happy. She was that was so sweet.
We all cried.
Yeah.
I think we all cried.
I'm like, oh, he's so sweet.
Oh my gosh. I love you guys.
Y'all go follow our girl Harley.
Keep
up with her.
Girls.
Keep up with us.
Yes.
We're excited to do this again. We love you, Harley.
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much. I'm always here.
Send us some hearts for Harley, you guys.
Hearts for Harley.
My lovely ladies.
Do your thing, Rachel.
Thank y'all so much for joining us today on Vanities Live. Listen, subscribe to our email. We're about to post a little link tree where you guys can subscribe and stay tuned to everything that we're going to be doing. We'll be going, remember, we're on Sundays now at 5 p.m. Central. That's 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
Listen.
It should be there right now, like Rachel. They can go to our link tree and join our email list. And we're going to have gifts and prizes. You'll find out about all the amazing guests that we're going to be having coming. And who do we have coming next week?
Should I tell?
Go ahead and
I want to know.
Girl, tell her who we got next week.
Come on.
Tell her
He worked on
who
Black
we got next
Panther.
Ooh.
He's worked on some amazing shows. He worked with us on Bass Reeves.
I will go ahead and give y'all the game. We got our
No.
boy, Ray.
Tell them to go to Vanities Live and you'll find out. Just go to Vanities Live. We'll post it.
She was about to.
Yeah, don't tell you gotta go to Vanities Live and we will post it. So you gotta go there. If you wanna find out, go to Vanities Live, follow us, and we'll tell you who our next guest is. How about
Go to Vanities Live Tribe.
Yes.
We will see y'all next Sunday at 5 p.m. Don't be late. Beat us there. Be great.
Thank you.
Celebration.
Thank you, Harley. We love you.
Bye. We love you.
I love you guys.
We love you back.
Love you. Bye.